Hey horror fans, thanks for joining me for this review of Mercy Christmas. Alright, Christmas in July. So cast and crew information down below as always, and start off with the IMDb plot here. When Michael Briskett meets the perfect woman, his ideal Christmas dream comes true when she invites him to her family's holiday celebration. Dreams shattered, Michael struggles to survive once he realizes he will be Christmas dinner. Alright. So yeah, again, Christmas in July here. This is another title where I was just kind of searching and scrolling through, and I believe this was on Amazon, and landed on it, and I said, yeah, why not? I know it's summertime, but we can go for Christmas. So I obviously completely missed this one, don't know where this one really came from, but I decided to give it a try. And let's see here. So we have Michael here, and he's not the most popular guy at work. He is a little bit of a workaholic. He's a smart guy, and his boss tasked him to work through Christmas. He has to do some big project that his boss wants him to do, and he can't avoid it. So this kind of makes him mad, but he's not one of those ones that are gonna speak out against his boss or speak back to his boss. He's just gonna have to accept it. And unfortunately for him, he loves Christmas, but this project is due on Christmas, so he has no other choice here but to do this project for his boss. While snug in there somewhere along the line, he's invited people from the office to come to his house for a Christmas party, and that is obviously not going to go well. The only person who actually shows up is this woman, a blonde woman here who works in the office, who brings him all these folders that he's supposed to work on, the project for the boss. And she somehow stumbled upon his invitation somewhere else in the office, and apparently he's never seen her before. I don't know. And she's the only one who shows up at his house. They bond, they have a good time, they talk about Christmas. They obviously both have it in common. Could it be fate? Could Michael finally get lucky here? Could it be that he's met the perfect woman? Yeah, this is a horror movie. This is too much of a coincidence. Before Michael knows it, he's tied up with Christmas lights in the basement of a house where he doesn't know where the hell he is. Now, early in the film, you do see a sequence somewhere snuck in there in the streets where somebody is apparently either killing or kidnapping people. It's a little random and a little crazy, and I started to get a little excited about that because I'm like, okay, here we go. This is going to be like one of the typical Christmas movies we see where it's just a bunch of random killings and so forth. But it was really only that kind of scene there, and then it kind of stops and then just focused on the office. So I was a little confused to where, what was going on here. But soon you find out that there's other people in this basement where Michael is, and yeah, they're nothing good is going to happen here when you find a bunch of people just randomly in a basement tied up. Michael is, in a way, he's sort of lucky here, not totally lucky. While the others are definitely there for a certain reason. Michael's there for another reason, and then maybe the same reason as the others. And I think the thing here with this movie is the early on in this movie it's a little slow. And sometimes I watch some of these movies on either Amazon, Netflix, and I turn them on, and I kind of get that feeling like, oh, this is gonna be bad, and I'm not sure about the acting here, and I'm not sure where this is going, and maybe I'll leave it on, maybe I'll turn it off. I really try not to turn them off, but sometimes it happens. I do. But sometimes I leave them on, and then I might not pay attention. There are other movies that I've sat and I've watched through, and I just haven't reviewed them because I just didn't like it, and I don't like to just do reviews to slam stuff. I like to try to find if there's something good I can say about the film, and I'd like to at least bring that to you guys, whether I like the overall film or not. So some of them I just don't like, and I don't want to come on and bash it, so I'll just turn it off. But so this one was kind of bordering in that neighborhood, through the beginning half. I got a little excited there. I thought we were going to see some deaths and killing, but then that kind of faded away, and there was a lot of the office stuff, and then Michael getting to know this girl, and I was like, But then here we go. Second half of the movie actually ends up being pretty fun. Basically, Michael has found himself at a house of cannibals. Father, mother, and grown up now adult children, who are about to also love Christmas and are getting ready to have their holiday, Christmas Eve, Christmas dinner, and their dinner is the people down in the basement. So yeah, they are cannibals, and what really got me going here, and the reason why I liked this, is because they played it off like they were doing nothing wrong here. They played it off like the normal family. Again, they love Christmas. They kept talking about Christmas. They talk about going to church. They're prepared to go to church. Doing everything normal as can be. Watching the sports game that's on and everything like that. Talking about sports. Acting like they are the same normal family as everybody else, except for the fact that they're eating people and they have people in their basement. It does get a little bit bloody. We do see some people get chopped up and that kind of thing, so that's also fun if you're looking for your blood and guts. But I thought it was really fun to see them just go about their business like if nothing was happening, and I thought it was funny. I really kind of enjoyed that humor there. Even when they went down to the basement and they had a little side room there where they were do the chopping up of people. When they just brought the person in there, they just kind of kept talking in their conversation, like if you had pulled out a steak and was starting to prepare it, or starting to cut up your vegetables or something like that. They were just going about their business and having conversations and stuff, and just ignoring, as much as they could, the people screaming and trying to escape and that kind of thing. So I thought that was really fun, and that was a fun part. This is a horror comedy, and I thought it really hit it here. The other part here, for Michael's sake, is that this turned out to be his boss's family. Michael's just, got such bad luck all around. He thought he was going to have a good luck moment there with this woman here, but that turned out to be this boss's sister. Just when Michael thought things were going good, no, he continues his life of, life is just beating him. And obviously his boss is not going to let him be eaten because he still needs this project to be done. So, Michael's the one person who's actually brought into the regular portion of the house, and he's sat at the table and told to continue doing his work. And his boss basically hooks up the lights to the electric socket, and anytime he thinks Michael's not working, he basically shocks Michael. So Michael's kind of being tortured in a way to continue his work there in the house. Long and behold, Michael is a little bit larger of a guy, so he's also being threatened as being the ultimate Christmas dinner, the final big dinner here. Things kind of get crazy, as you can kind of expect, and there's a wild scene towards the end where the survivors, the few survivors that are still left, try to escape. And obviously a big back and forth there. I may have already said a little too much. I don't think it's a big spoiler here. This is 2017 horror comedy. There's no real twist here. Maybe the besides that it's his boss's family, but it is a fun ending. There is, I'm gonna say Michael kind of teams up in a way with somebody, one of the characters that are down in the basement, in a very interesting way to help fight back. I'll leave the comedy at that moment for you guys to see. I thought that was really hilarious. So in a way, it's also a story of Michael trying to overcome, and you kind of see that towards the end. He's just a nice guy, and it's hard for him not to be nice. And life's gotten the better of him at every turn, and he finally has this opportunity towards the end of the movie. Is this the movie? Is this the moment that he can fight back? That he can kind of take out his frustrations on the world, on these people in this house, to escape this house and escape alive. So I'll leave that for you guys to see. Towards the end there, real fun little fight. A couple of fights that go on there. Good fights and good comedy kind of mixed together there. And I think as you get towards the second half of the movie, the acting is better. Everything's just better in the second half of the movie. So if you do turn this on and it's kind of at the beginning, try to stick with it till they at least get to this house and so forth. Comedy might not be for everybody. You might not even like that. But I think at least if you can get to that part and kind of see, how it goes for you there, it may be worth it. Still may not. I don't know. Again, comedy's kind of tough, but there are some bloody moments there and so forth. If you kind of want to hang into that comedy cannibal angle there. So with that, I'm surprisingly going to give this one 3 pools of blood. It was one of these movies that was close to me turning it off, and or close to me probably giving it around 2 pools of blood, maybe less. It really could have gone downhill, but it in my eyes it saved itself. I thought it was funny. I enjoyed the humor, enjoyed the family aspect there and what they did there, and of course, as always, I always enjoy a little blood and guts, and I thought the ending was fun too. So with that, 3 pools of blood, and I guess a Mercy Christmas to you in July. So as always, horrorgory-reviews.blogspot.com. You can find all of my reviews, video reviews. If you're just interested in that, subscribe to this channel. Of course, the blog has written reviews as well. The blog is a lot of more of the written ones, or might be more of the recent stuff that is coming out. So if you're looking for that kind of thing, definitely swing over there. Social media is down below as well. Contact me there. We can talk about this movie, other movies, anything in horror you want to talk about, we can talk about there. If you want me to review something, please hit me up there as well, or swing over to the blog. You can find my email and so forth. Just several ways to reach out if you need me to review something, and if I can do that for you, I certainly will. So with that, again, hopefully a Mercy Christmas to you in July again, and until the next review.